In Milan, Ohio, there is a statue that depicts a mother teaching her son at home. The boy, Tom, was struggling in school. His teacher was constantly punishing him because he couldn't concentrate on the task at hand, was constantly asking questions, and he was disinterested in the curriculum. Tom's teacher began to marginalize him and ridicule him in front of the other students, calling him dumb and disruptive. Tom wanted to discuss topics that were not part of the bookwork, and even subjects that the teacher had no knowledge of, which made the teacher even more angry. Tom's teachers saw him as a disruptive troublemaker who was challenging the methods of the school system. Later in life, Tom recalled the incident that brought all of this to a head one day at school, saying, "One day I overheard the teacher tell the school inspector that I was addled and it would not be worthwhile keeping me in school any longer. I was so hurt by this last straw that I burst out crying and went home and told my mother about it. She brought me back to the school and angrily told the teacher that he didn't know what he was talking about, that I had more brains than he himself." With that, Tom's mom began to teach her son a home. She taught him the basics of reading, writing, and arithmetic, and allowed him to apply those principles to what he wanted to study. Tom excelled at home as his mother allowed him to pursue the things that interested him and encouraged him to experiment with different subjects that the school district would never have allowed. Thomas Edison, the boy who the public school system rejected, labeling him as addled and hopeless, went on to invent electric power generation, mass communication, sound recording, motion pictures, the phonograph, the movie camera, the alkaline battery, and early versions of the electric light bulb. Edison's mother recognized that the public school system, with its standardized approach to education, was woefully inadequate at actually teaching the individual person according to their unique needs and personality, and brought with it a host of other issues like peer pressure, teacher's bias, useless subjects, and grading progress, as if every student was an exact replica of the other. In the end, this sets up most students, if not all, for failure because it ignores the individual interests and motivations of the person themselves. John Taylor Gatto, the 1991 New York State Teacher of the Year, once said, quote, "Today, Thomas Edison would find himself in special ed until his peculiar genius had been sufficiently extinguished." This monument to homeschooling stands as a reminder that there is no greater learning environment than a loving home.